Time now for another edition of Meet the Cardinals, the opportunity we have to talk to the Cardinal stars to find out a little bit more both on and off the court. Frenchtown, Montana, Alivia Williams, number 15. The obvious question, I have no idea where Frenchtown, Montana is.
It is about, if you know where Missoula, Montana is.
Yes.
It's about 12 miles west of that.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So right before you get to Missoula.
Yeah, right before you get to Missoula, heading over there from here.
All right. Well, that makes perfect sense. All right, let's talk a little bit about your season so far. The Cardinals are, at this point in time, 1-1 in conference play. You were on the sidelines for quite a while with a bad ankle. How hard was that being on the sidelines early in your freshman year?
It was just super frustrating, I think. I had troubles before with my Achilles tendon. They were just worried that it was going to rupture, and we didn't want to risk hurting myself before league play, before the important games came out. But it was kind of a blessing at the same sense, too, because I got to really see my team develop without me, and I could see things that I could bring to the court when I get in there. So,
you know, that's one thing I like to ask athletes that are hurt, because when you're playing all the time, you don't see the game from the bench. You're always seeing it from the court. What did you notice, and what were some of the things that you just mentioned that you might be able to help your teammates with by watching?
Right. I just noticed a lot of us we got caught watching the ball sometimes, and our rotations were a little slower. And so coming back into practice, I just tried to reiterate, like, coming back to just the basics, the fundamentals that we worked on right at the beginning as soon as we came here. Just, being on help side, reading reading who's playing you, your defender, and just making a good, quick pass at all times.
It's a cerebral game.
Right. You have to be mentally there all the time, and I know that I'm kind of getting in my head a little bit. So it was nice to take a step back and see the team develop.
You know, and coming back to a situation where there's a mental aspect when you have an injury, but there's also a being in shape, a game shape. I mean, you can run a little bit, but how far along are you getting back into basketball shape?
If you ask my dad this question, he would say I'm never ever in basketball shape. So
dads are like that. Come on.
But I think it's easier when you're playing in the game. It's easier to kind of get back in shape. I hadn't had a lot of practices before I started playing again, so I kind of just went into it head down running, and I think that kind of helped me stay in shape, and it's not been really hard to recover.
It's kind of like jumping on the treadmill and it's already going.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You got to just keep up with it.
I tell you what, you're getting the job done. Nearly 14 points, 3 rebounds, an assist and a half, steals, almost 2 per ball game. And looking down there, free throw shooting. You take pride in your free throw shooting. Not a lot of people do.
Yes, it's important. Ever since being in high school, that was one of my strong suits. Just get to the free throw line, and when you get an opportunity to knock a free shot down, you got to take it.
All right, I got to ask you now, Montana girl. There's 2 other Cardinals on their teams that are crazy. Sydney Peterson is from Anaconda, and let's see who else. Madison Lohman is from Superior.
Yeah, Madison. Funny story. She's actually, her whole family's great friends with my family, because my family's based out of Superior, Montana as well. So, yeah.
Little local knowledge there.
Local Montana girl knowledge.
All right, growing up in Frenchtown, what did you do?
Well, the blank answer should tell you exactly what I did.
All right. That's
nothing.
Not a whole lot. You played basketball.
Yep.
All right. When you're not playing basketball, what do you like to do?
I am a very avid sleeper and food eater.
Do you eat in your sleep? You're thinking about that, aren't you?
I'm thinking that we should create something that I can eat and sleep at the same time, because it takes a lot of energy to eat.
I mean, athletes are furnaces. I mean, they could eat 4 or 5 times a day. Favorite food, if Coach Carlson wasn't looking over your shoulder, what would it be that you could eat every single day?
Every single day? What could I eat?
Yeah,
French toast.
French toast.
I have for the past 3 days. Don't tell him that, though.
Oh, all right. Well, French toast. All right. So, are you a steak or a chicken person?
Oh, tough one. I like my chicken, but a good fatty, like melted tender steak, that might be my
prime
favorite.
rib.
How did you know?
Unagi. Is that what it was? Let me guess. Pie or cake?
Definitely cake. Strawberry cake is my staple.
Strawberry cake. All right. If you could, your favorite dream car is what I'll dream car.
Ooh, dream car. Ever since I was a little girl, I really wanted a brand new Camaro, but it's definitely changed to like something way faster and way more dangerous. I can't name it though.
Lamborghini.
Right.
Are you serious?
I swear.
We got it going here.
Right,
I tell you.
that's
All right, so you live in a basketball house with 5 other girls. What is that like, moving from home to college? And was it frat house? Is it,
Yeah,
or sorority house? Actually, better not be frat house.
No. It's fun. I mean, we all get along really awesome. We've never had any fights.
Just between you and me, who's the messiest roommate?
Sydney, Psycho Sid.
Psycho Sid.
But don't tell her. Sid,
All right.
you know I love you.
I know. Okay. Shout out time. Who? Now you can't say the whole town of I almost called it French Lick, but that would be Larry Bird Town, Frenchtown, Montana. Who you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to my cousin Hank. He's a junior at Frenchtown High School, and he's my best friend. So love you.
And he likes cars too, because a guy named Hank has to like cars.
Yeah, Hank the Tank.
Hank the Tank. Another edition of Meet the Cardinals right there. That's Alivia Williams.
Bye.